Hello and welcome to day 7 of 7 days of Halloween. Hi everyone, it's Monica. Well, can you believe we are at day 7 of our 7 days of Halloween? I hope that you've enjoyed the ride. I know that I've had a lot of fun creating these videos for you and hopefully giving you some ideas for the upcoming holiday. Now, we started out with zombies, so I thought it would be appropriate to end with a zombie, and I wanted to go ahead and create a zombie that kind of was breaking out of a wall. That's the theme I was going for, and I wanted to create something kind of bloody and gory with lots of texture. So hopefully I'll give you some ideas for your zombies, and you'll like my last video in my 7 days of Halloween series. So to start, I just spread some of my Distress Oxides onto my craft mat, and then I spritzed the colors with some water. This is a really easy technique, and you've seen me do it probably 100 times. The key to this is you just want to make sure that as you add your layers, you want to dry in between your layers. That's what's great about Distress Oxides, is it doesn't get muddy. You can just add layer upon layer, and you just get some yummy goodness. So after it was completely dry, it was time to get out those great zombie stamps. Now, Tim Holtz came out with several stamp collections this holiday season, and I think that the zombies are probably my favorite. They are a little creepy, but they're fun creepy, and they have some great sayings. So I think that is my pick for this holiday Halloween season, are the zombies. I love creating with them. I know I'm probably going to be creating several more projects using them, and they are going to be definitely one of my go-to stamps for Halloween. Okay, so using my MISTI, I took my black archival ink and I stamped my zombie right in the middle of my cardstock. And then I'm going to take my Post-it note and I'm going to stamp on top of that as well. And then I'll fussy cut it, and then I'll use that as a mask. Okay, now as you're going to see here in just a minute, I actually stamped 2 Post-it notes. And of course, this was intentional. I'm not going crazy. The reason I did that is because the first mask is going to be for my texture paste. And when I mask my zombie image and I use my texture paste, I'm not going to be able to use that mask again because it's going to be wet and gooey. It's going to have lots of texture on it. And I'm going to need another mask for when I start doing some of my other coloring using my Distress Oxides. Okay, so one of the things I have to admit that I love when doing my 7 days of Halloween is I love the music. That music that I just played for you is so funny. I love it. And I hope that you've enjoyed the music along the way as well. Okay, now back to the card. So now that my texture paste is completely dry, it's time to add some color to my background. Now I'm going to be using some Distress inks as well as some Distress Oxides to cover the background. And what's really great about this is if you've never used texture paste before, it is a little rough, so it picks up your Distress inks really nicely. So I don't have to hardly put any pressure on my brick wall to get the color that I like. And I'm going to be using a couple of colors here. I really wanted my brick wall to stand out from the background because I wanted it to look like a jaggedy, brick wall. And then I wanted that zombie to just kind of stand out as well. So when you're adding your ink on your texture paste, you don't have to put a lot of pressure. It really absorbs it nicely. And then, of course, what I've been using for my blood throughout this series is my Distress stain. And I'm going to go ahead and just shake it up and add it to my craft mat. And then I'll take my cardstock and just dab it right into that Distress ink. Or maybe it is blood. I think that distress stain is great for this card. It really does stand out, and by taking your cardstock and just smearing it all over the place, it really does look random. And then I'm going to actually be adding some splats to look like big blood splatters, and you'll be seeing that in just a minute. And then after I get my blood splatters, I will remove the masking from my zombie face, and I will go ahead and I'll color him up using my Copic colors. All right, so that pretty much does it for me and my 7 days of Halloween. I have to say, this has been my funnest year yet. I've gotten so many positive remarks and so much encouragement. I really want to thank all of you for supporting me and my channel and my art. I also want to thank you for supporting my Etsy shop. I've gotten several sales over this last series, and it really does help for me to support my channel and enable me to buy some of the products to share some of my designs. I have been getting into some digital images recently, and I really hope to be able to use those in my designs and also use those as giveaways as well. I will be doing the drawing in about a week. I have to do some traveling for my job, but when I get back, I will be doing the drawing for the stamp set. And then I'm also going to be giving away some of the digital images that I shared with you this week. I also want to thank you for using some of those affiliate links that I list in my videos. When you purchase the product using those affiliate links, I do get a small percentage at no extra cost to you, and that is another way that I support my YouTube channel. All of the products that you've seen me use in my videos, I purchase myself, and I try to stay current with a lot of the new releases, but as you know, I can't buy everything, and it does get a little bit costly. So anything that you can do to help me support my channel and allow me to bring you fresh new ideas and videos, I really appreciate it. So thank you so much for supporting my channel. While these videos do take a lot of work and a little bit of brain power to come up with some of these designs, I really do enjoy it. I certainly wouldn't be putting the time and effort into my videos if I didn't. All right, everybody, thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope to see you again in my next video.